My Venda language was horrible.
Okay.
Yeah. Those kind of phrases that.
And Achibasa were very strict with their language.
And they're calling people Iwe. You know what I mean?
True. Where did you get that truck?
Know about that. Me, I don't know. Don't make it
difficult.
I don't know. So, I don't know if it was difficult because I became a victim of that difficulty. When they were paying Lobola, I was there. When he was signing, I was there. Me and Tihu, my wife. Upero is married.
Okay.
The amount of money that I give her, I've seen the payslips of principals, yours as well. It doesn't come anywhere closer.
Closer to that.
Yes.
No. Indeed, you are Mr. Big, yeah?
Yeah.
JJM Leadership Foundation.
Welcome to JJM Leadership Podcast, where we have real conversations with real leaders who are shaping the world through conviction, courage, and character. At JJM Leadership Foundation, we believe that all of us are leaders. You don't have to be occupying a particular position because leadership is influence. Whether you are leading your own family, or you are leading the nation, or you are leading self, how you show up matters. Yes, today's episode is going to be very interesting. It's going to be raw and also reflective journey into the heart of resilience. Our guest, Robert, doesn't just talk about leadership, but he has lived it through pain, purpose, and also persistence. From Kaslamakas, Musina, to the place, the dusty place of Mbiri, to the hustle of the city life in Pretoria, from the loss to love, and from silence to spiritual strength. Robert's story is a reminder to all of us that no matter where you come from, what matters most is what you rise into. This is an episode that will stretch your thinking, it will stretch your soul, and also stir you up to your own dream. Robert, welcome. Welcome to our podcast, man.
Finally. And thank you very much. It's an honor. It is really an honor. I know you mean well with doing this. It's about living out the legacy as well. And I'm happy to be here, man. A little bit nervous, but it will get good. It will get okay with time. And to the viewers who are part of the family, we pray and hope that whatever that is going to be talked about in here today, it can impact your life one way or another. But nonetheless, I'm happy.
You know what? Let's not take it easy, Robert. Don't mind the lies. Don't mind the people that are around us. I mean, it's just a normal conversation. You know that we can talk forever.
Yeah.
But I thought, why can't we just put this conversation on record so that we can inspire somebody with our stories? And we are not talking about stories that maybe could be out of this world, but everyone's story is important.
Yes.
Your story, Robert, is very, very much important.
Yes.
But on that note, let's start, your story from your upbringing a little bit. But I don't want to start in Musina. I want to start in Mbiri. What brought you into that side of town, which is in the Bembe region, Turamela for that matter? What brought you into that space? Musina, it's in the borderline of Zimbabwe, right?
Yes.
But now you had to come this side into Thohoyandou. What brought you that side?
I'm smiling because...
And you had to adjust even the language. Remember, I watch Venda, the real Venda.
Yeah, it's so that is why I'm smiling. I'm smiling with joy, looking at the fact that no one has ever asked me about the journey starting from Mbiri, right? And because I want to believe that no one knows what happened, beside those that I've obviously, told.
Okay.
And it was one of an amazing journey. But then at first it didn't make sense. I didn't understand it. So now, as you said, let's take it, let's start there. Okay. So I'm doing my standard 5 in Messina.
Which is your grade 7.
Which is a grade 7.
Okay.
Then I was an A student, right? So what happened is my mom, she had a supermarket at one of the high schools that side. So she was exposed to the lifestyle of my peers from coming from the high school. So I want to believe that she thought, look, it will be a great idea for me not to go to that high school because we only had, I think even now, there's only 2 high schools in Musina, which is the other one is Horse School, which is the middle class one, and then you've got your normal government one, which is Musina High. And she decided, I don't know with who, but then when I asked her, she said with her own God that I will have to be taken away. And not only because of the behavior of my peers, but because of what was happening as the dynamics within the family because of the history with my father and everything. And here I passed my standard 5, going to take my own report, and then my principal then, Mr. Rubengo, said, yo, look, your mom came here and then you are actually not getting the papers to enroll for Musina High. You are actually going Hachivasa. And I've never been there. I don't know if maybe when I was still a baby, but then ever since I was, able to recognize places, I don't remember myself going to that part of the world, right? And I'm 13 years by that time. So my mom told me, look, you are going to school where my parents are. And it confused me.
So this is your maternal side?
Yes, but then the funny thing is it's confusing me because I always thought my mom's aunt was actually her mom. And it was only at that moment where my mom told me, no, the one that you always thought was my mom is actually my aunt. Right? My mom, she's based in Hachivasa. But she's not full-time there. She's working Chikonden, at Chikonden mine. But then you'll be there. You will see what we can do. No, we went that side. Deep village. No electricity, no water there, about 500 meters.
Because you are coming from the township side.
I'm coming from the township where everything is just outside the yard. So when I get there, there's nothing like that. And then they are still using those grass houses. Then it was beautiful. We went there the semi-fair December of 2002, and I was introduced to my cousins and my other aunties as well. They were happy, even though they made fun of my language, as you said. My Venda language was horrible. Those kind of phrases that.
And Achibasa were very strict with their language.
And they're calling people Iwe, you know what I mean?
True.
They loved a bit, but then they made me very comfortable, which made me, good to settle that side. But that was a year before I started my high school. And initially I was supposed to start at Mbiri High School. Then some of my documents, they were not there.
So one of the affluent high school in the region.
Very good one. Because remember I told you I was an A student. So the high school that came second from Mbiri was Mpapuri. So I was enrolled at Mpapuri. Then, that's where everything actually started.
And then how was your the integration at Mpapuri? Meeting friends, your teachers, were they all welcoming? Did they understand that you're also coming from a different part of the world?
Look, I want to believe that to be born in Musina, it comes with its own advantage, because you are from a mining town where you've got different tribes, races and stuff. So it is easy for you to can gel with whoever that you can get in touch with. So making friends was never going to be a problem. However, I was the first guy from that school who was from outside the Vembe district, right? And most of the kids there, they actually came with other kids that they were schooling with, in a primary level. I was the only. I didn't have someone who was
no
at
friends.
Nothing.
You just lost, in a big school.
But
like that,
the thing is, my language was I will say Tsotsital. So people were very interested where when you speak Tsotsital and a bit of Afrikaans in there, I think it made those guys very curious about my being, where I'm from, and my history. So it was easy. But at the same time, I was a child, and when you're a child, you do need, people that you can lean on, especially if if you're coming from a very, what I'll say, if you're coming from a town that is a foray.
Okay.
Right. So I would feel a part of me that I'm alone, but then at the same time, I was fascinated by how people would want to be closer to me to listen to the language and the stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I want you to dive a little bit in terms of your highs and lows in the area, not only at school, but as well in your family side. I was also told that you're a garden boy at some points in the area. You thought I wouldn't ask that one, yeah?
Yeah. Someone is going to prison. I know.
Tell me about that. Yeah, you being a garden boy, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what happened is, going that side, me coming from Messina, you are surrounded by hustlers, if I can say. I can put it that way, because remember, we don't have your FETs, your universities that side. So most of the things that inspire, young ones that side, it's you hustling, making money one way or another and stuff. So the hustling instinct has always been within me, right? When I go that side, like I told you, I didn't have anyone that was more of a family member who was my peer or something. So at some point, I got bored, right? And I'm not really coming from a family that is off well.
Yeah.
So I know we're going to deep into that, but then my dad by that time was still in prison.
Okay.
And my mom could only afford so much so that we can keep up with that side, right?
Yeah.
Because my grandmom as well was doing her one or two things in Chikondeni.
Okay.
So we will run out of things sometimes. We will run out of not 100% food, but then some of the things that you need, your roll-alls, let's say your cosmetics.
Yeah, cosmetics, yeah.
And I'm not one guy that when I run out of those things, I find pride from calling Mama Sesi to say, hey, give me this, give me that. You know what I mean? And so we will be around in there and playing with the guys around that village of Mbiri.
Okay.
But one thing about that village is the boys who, and I think it was a culture where the guys that side found pride from serving and providing.
Okay.
And when I ask around, it wasn't because they were poor. It was more of saying the pride that comes with them having to go out and work, come back with something and give it to the family. And that thing, it got into me, right? And I think that is where 2003, 2004, after meeting some of the guys around in there, including the guy that I think is the one that told you that, and they introduced me to that
I don't reveal my sources.
I know.
Yeah, I don't reveal my sources, yeah.
But there's only one guy who can tell that, But then it's okay. I'll find out.
Okay.
So he hooked me up with some other, in Sbasa, there's a place called White Area.
Okay.
So it was a place where it was, I think, predominantly by white people back then.
Yeah.
And when the black guys started to, come in and getting the success, they bought some of the apartments and houses there. So one of the family members, they actually offered me, a space where I can come and work there after school.
So how did it feel a month end when you've got extra cash in your pocket?
Look, the pride came in. I could understand how those guys were feeling because they were paying me $150 every month.
Wow.
And with $150, when you go to dance and
you could open an account.
Yeah, man, you pay your 30 rand, 40 rand there.
True.
You've got your Palfoncon, you've got, Dickies there, and which I didn't get it from my mom, but then I bought it from my own pocket. So there was a pride with it. And because it was a period where I was starting now to get into this dating thing. So me giving a little, my girl something on the pocket, it felt so good. It felt so good. Yeah.
I don't want to go there, but let's talk
I wish
about.
we can.
No, let's talk about. Let's talk about what landed you in a place called Konika.
Yo.
Were you troublesome, Robert?
It's a sad story.
Okay. You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
You're not going to be in trouble, yeah?
No, it's a sad story because Hey, but now you.
I do my homework, Robert. So just
Oh, it still hurts.
okay.
It's a very sad story, but then I will try to explain to you what really happened.
The good thing about it is we are now talking about it as in hindsight. You know, at least we can tell somebody's story that can inspire them from the journey we've walked, and that is the purpose of this conversation.
Hey, you're opening some other wounds now. So, I'm staying with my grandmother
Okay.
who gave birth to my mom.
Okay.
And she had kids, you know. Oh.
We will come back to that one, Robert. We will come back to it because I'm not moving away from it, ne? Because Konika is still a very interesting place for me. You want to tell me about your license? How you got it after matric? You got a license, Musa, before your qualification, right? I think, it was your first qualification in actual fact. What is the story? We know you can organize. Where did you get that truck?
So, we're growing
Robert,
up.
at your age, organizing a truck to go to the testing station. Kanjani? Yeah?
Only if you know who's my dad, then you will understand. You will understand. So, what happens is, doing my grade 12, I realized that if I don't get an M, I might not go to the varsity because I won't have a scholarship or a bursary.
Okay.
And then looking at the pocket of my mom, I could tell that she already can only do so much, right? So we had a conversation and we were realistic about it. That if I don't get an opportunity to go to school through a bursary or something, then I will have to do driver's license and the computer. Okay. And then with those two things, you know, I might be able to get myself an opportunity to get work or something.
Somewhere there, okay?
But then now, to go to driving school, you must pay, and it was expensive then.
Okay.
It was expensive then, and oh, now
you know what? I'm gonna close the story, Robert. No, you organized, and the rest is history.
The rest is history. And I've got a license, Naman.
And you've got a license.
And I'm driving very well.
And code?
40.
40.
I've got a code 40.
Yeah,
it's
Robert.
a 40 EC. Yeah,
Okay.
It's a nice one. But now because I'm losing up, let's go back to the story of Konika.
Okay, you wanna go back to Konika?
Yeah. Now I'm fine.
Is it a residence? That place is a residence or it's just a...
So Konika is a hostel.
It's a hostel.
It's a hostel. Like your Tembisa hostels and stuff like that.
Deep down in Venda, there was a hostel.
There was a hostel, where all outsiders comes and stays there. You know, some who are working somewhere, some who are doing their businesses.
Okay.
So, like I was telling you, Babonam, it is everyone's wish, or when you've got a family, we can look after each other.
Okay.
And sometimes when you've got kids, it gets to a point where they can be a little bit off-road, but then you can't neglect them because of that. It's part of growing, correct?
Okay.
So, like I told you, I had to move to Mbiru. Okay. So when I was there, I was staying there alone with, I was with my younger sister, Mkondi.
Okay.
And it happens that my grandmom went on patient. She came back home.
Okay.
For some reason, we didn't get along. I don't know why.
The boss was back in the yard.
Maybe I was not, the adherence and stuff. I don't know. But then we didn't get that much longer. This is the pen that gave birth to my mom. Okay. So growing up there, I had friends that we eventually started a praying group. Okay. Where we'll go out and pray and I'm not going to get deep into that, but then we'll pray. So I had guys like Woperombezi, Kondrerina Mutamba, Kenneth Dama. Okay. It was a group that we proud ourselves by going out. We pray for ourselves, we pray for the country, we pray for politicians, the chiefs and stuff like that. So this other day,
I think your friend, I think in terms of, I just want to tap in terms of of you guys going to church and praying. I think the Radari family played a huge role. I think, to your friend.
We look up to them.
Oh, okay.
So not only spiritually.
Okay.
So there are that if
Robert, let's
Yo.
yeah, no.
So the Radari family, it is a family where the old man Radari himself, he was a pastor, but then he had sons, Manuel, Katu, and the rest. So those guys were academics as well. At the same time, very humble and kind.
You were bound to be inspired. Then.
You know what I mean? So they were one of the few families that when you look at them, you are bound to say, I want to be like those guys, because as old as they are, the respect that they give to the old men, but then how they lead us at church and us coming from the very same village as well. It inspires us a lot. So those were the guys that I would say, even as part of forming the praying group, they had a lot of influence in it, right? So this other day, I'm coming back from a night prayer. Literally, I got into my own head, which was
Yachitanga, okay.
And it was around 3 a.m.
Okay.
And my grandmom, she came in. And
of course, at 3 o'clock, she's not going to approve, Gate your
but then she knew what I was up to.
Okay.
She knew what I was up to.
Okay.
So she came in and busted the door. And Bancharanga Madi.
Okay.
And they were here. It's during winter.
Okay.
And I'm sleeping there. My uncle is there. My late uncle is there. He's doing nothing. And then she started to beat me up. Right? I'm confused if it is because I came back late or it is because of something. But me coming back late wouldn't make it to be like that, because she knew where I was. Right? And she started saying that I stole some of my auntie's belongings. So I had an aunt who, when she passed her grade 12, the family, her sisters, including my mom, they contributed for her to go to school. But then when she came to Pretoria, she didn't actually come to do what she was supposed to. And eventually she came back. So there was no qualifications. But then I think
it was difficult in those days, bro. There are many people who came in.
I don't know.
Into high schools.
No, I made it. I don't know about that. Me, I don't know. Don't make it
difficult.
I don't know. So, I don't know if it was difficult, because I became a victim of that difficulties. So I think during the day, on that day, they asked her about the certificates and everything. And then she went on to check it, and then she said, no, apparently Robert, he stole them.
He stole the stuff,
Even including, some of her clothes. And then that's what she said when she was busy beating me.
Do you wanna fast track it? How long did you stay in Konika?
So when I fast track it, I would say on that day, I had to leave my home in Biru alone in the morning. And I went on to sleep at one of the garages there. It was Total. And when I was there, that's where my mom actually had, they got to the information that the young guy is sleeping outside. And then the other option was to find a place to stay by myself, which was Konika. And I was 15 years. So I started staying in Konika, taking care of myself, cooking for myself at the age of 15. And now Westpart with no anyone who was taking care of me.
Until matric, you were staying
Until matric. Until the license.
Until the license. Until when you had to organize a big truck, just
by myself.
By yourself.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, you touched about it a little bit. But remember, I think in these conversations, these are places where we can reflect in terms of our journey and also try to check what are the lessons learned, in such a way that, remember, we're raising our kids as well. For you, you spoke about your absence, I think, father. What caused him to be absent? Do you know what are the reasons?
It was crime. Crime. So my dad, he was one of the guys that started the taxi industry in Messina. Probably was the second one. Because
so you are a taxi boss? You're not. I'm laughing on this one because my previous guest, I asked him about the taxi business. So, of course, it's something that he had left behind. Are you still...
A PK is a PK, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Same applies to the taxis. I own something now similar to that. Yeah, so my dad went to jail 1998. And because of the results of the taxi industry, crime and everything. And yeah, I was left with my mom and my 2 siblings.
Okay.
Where,
Is he, as we speak now, where is he?
no, he's out. He's here in Trashville.
And what is your relationship with him? Has that evolved over time? Were you able to rebuild the relationship in such a way that you are able to take Aru to Makuru at some point?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, not really. He's a good guy, a font of knowledge. So I talk to my dad every time when I need advices.
Okay.
And when he needs money or something, he will call me.
Okay, of course.
So you can understand.
Of course, you are the one working. You are now the breadwinner. Eh? You are now the breadwinner of the family. Yes.
Yeah. So
you must
but
make
then,
sure that.
But then I would have loved.
Of,
I would have loved the relationship of my dad with my kids to be even much better. Okay. And in a way, I've tried to bring my kids closer to him, but I think with some commitments or whatever, I don't know. But then there is no that grandfather and grandchildren relationship where they can take as much knowledge as they can from him, because between me and him, obviously he was away for 18 years. Correct. Yeah. So I didn't get much to can. Don't
worry, we'll talk about how you are changing the narrative with your kids, right? At some point we all wish like we were Robert's kids. Yeah,
I'm the benchmark.
Yeah, you're the benchmark of parenting. Yeah,
they look up to me.
Indeed. Hey, do you want to talk to me about your friend Wupero? How did you guys, I think, met and until to date?
He used to work for me.
No.
I will steal things. I will steal phones, give it to him. He can go and sell.
Oh, so he was a sales rep.
Yeah, I was.
Sales agent, yeah?
I used to steal a lot when I was still young.
So then maybe your grandma was not wrong then.
She didn't know about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I would steal from my friends that didn't have access to my grandmother.
Okay.
So he said he's a good guy that comes from a very good family. Okay. Him as well grew up with a single mother. Okay. Shout out to Wasali.
Okay.
She took care of us.
Do you want to say something to her in case you watch this video? If you talk to that camera and talk to Bufero's mom, in case she's able to see or watch this video, what is it that you want to say to her? You can just talk to that camera.
Yeah. The good thing is I've already told her and to say thank you to you, Mom. It meant a lot to me because my mom was not around to can make me feel, the motherhood part. And you played a role. You opened your house for me. Habobopera was the only house that I know of that had a TV.
Okay.
I didn't have a TV. I didn't have a radio. But then she would open her house for me to come and watch. And thank you. And I wish Nababo they can take after you and do the same, to those who are less privileged. But and when Wupero was getting married, he doesn't tell people that he's married.
Oh, okay.
He has never posted.
We missed the wedding.
He has never posted a picture with his wife.
Okay.
Mara Wupero is married.
Okay.
And legally. No, I'm telling you.
I hope you are not putting me in trouble on this.
No.
So Wupero is married.
So you can go to his Facebook. Okay. There is no one picture of Wupero with his wife Kana doing something. Wupero is 100% married. When they were paying Lobola, I was there. When he was signing, I was there. Me and Tihu, my wife.
Okay.
Wupero is married.
Okay.
To whoever that is looking at Wupero now thinking there's an opportunity, no. Wupero is very much married. He's happy. His house, the child is there, and the wife is there. And then her wife is in the war.
Okay.
Mbezi, as we speak.
We hope to find that wedding.
No, let me emphasize that. I'll show you after this. Let me emphasize this. Wupero is married.
Okay.
Again, is the one who's telling you about Konika.
Yeah.
So he's married. Case closed.
I hope I keep my file.
No.
So that's not the purpose anyway. That's not the purpose.
This is your interview, but then let me ask you one question. Have you ever seen Wupero posting with his wife?
I know.
Yes or no?
I know it's married. We will have this conversation.
So you are confirming he's married as well. Thank you. I know even the date, 4th of November last year, we're finishing the Lobola.
Hey, let's come back.
Next question.
Let's come back here, Robert. Do you want to talk about your I'm thinking here. You have done a lot of things, man.
I have.
You have done a lot of things. Let's talk about a business that you have started with an idea of supporting your family or your siblings. What and the business that you chose not to be involved operationally so?
Yeah. So, firstly, like as a first love, I went to the logistics.
Okay.
Where you need to purchase a truck, mini taxis as well.
Okay.
I gave it to my younger brother William to run it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, with business, it's easy to start a business or to have a business idea.
Okay.
But then we neglect the idea of investing in understanding the principles of running and sustaining a business.
Okay.
Which I sometimes believe that with your own business that you run, that I know one of your business that you run, where you help with development of businesses and creating systems, most of the companies should be investing in that and using you for that. Because if I took advantage, if ever I took advantage to use you to help my younger brother, my sister, and me in terms of creating a system, I think by now we'll be talking a different story.
Okay.
But we struggled a lot, and then I bought it for him to run it himself.
Okay.
And we struggled, and we still struggle with it.
Okay.
Yes, we made something. We are making something.
Okay.
But this is the reason why.
But that helps you that month end. They don't always look up to you, right?
Yes, yes. Because it's difficult, especially to run a household in Mosina with, the levies that comes with them having to cut the water, having to cut the electricity.
Correct, yeah.
Sometimes it happens when I don't really have much. But then for me to have that, and my sister, she inherited some of my mom's businesses that she left behind.
Okay.
Which is a good thing. I'm not really involved in it,
Okay.
and because of more than one reasons, the brother rival stuff and stuff like that. But then William is my boy, and I want to believe that with time and good investment, he will turn around the businesses and they will serve not only him and the kids, but the next generation, my kids as well. And currently now, me and my wife, we just opened a preschool in Mafikeng, and we are into the village B&Bs as well. I think I spoke to you about it, where the frustrations that people get when they go to the villages for the funerals and weddings, and you don't even know where you're gonna sleep and stuff like that. So we've created that kind of income, and we started in Mafikeng, and the stigma.
Yeah, no, okay.
Yeah, I look at my vendor women as my sisters.
Okay.
Beautiful sisters, but then you cannot marry your sister.
Okay, now we move. Hey, Robert, in many businesses that you have started, I want you to talk about, there was this business of product making, whether it was soap, lotion. Tell me about your story with Justice Mule.
Yeah.
Were you lying about the product? What was the story there?
No, there actually no story there.
So you lied to him that your product can help him to grow what? Puberty hair or something like that?
So when we were young, but this guy is married, he's old now, no?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't, ne? Okay. So
this just shows that how that you have been a hustler for
so when I was young,
years,
I've always been fascinated about mixing products.
Yeah.
Right? I wondered why people will mix. Remember, was it step one where you would have the main product and something you mix, then your hair becomes silky and stuff.
Yeah.
So those things fascinated me.
Okay.
So I had my hairs in my body grew faster than all my peers by then.
Okay.
So what I will do, I would charge the boys to come to look at my hairs. The hairs. Yeah. So I will be like, then they see my hair, then $1,
Okay. So and then you started selling a product.
So no, they always wondered, why do you have these hairs before us and we are the same age? Then I told them, look, this thing is easy. You take a lotion, specifically the Dawn. You take the Suit 8, you mix them in one place, then you apply it wherever where you want your hair to come.
Okay.
And there were like about 4, including Justice. And the Justice was the first guy who was testing the product.
Okay.
So he applied it. My other cousin, Gumani, applied it. I told them within 45 minutes, the hair will
They
come
will
out.
be fine. Okay.
Because we wanted to be big boys. You know, we were
Of
young
course,
by
yeah,
then.
yeah.
I mean, I think we were like 13.
Okay.
And looking at them with the lotion dripping there to their thighs while they are waiting for the hairs to come.
I guess the story ended up without any.
There was no hair, but I think their skin couldn't take my product.
No, interesting.
And the good thing is when I started the product of the soaps and stuff, those were the first guys to actually support
Those were the
me.
customers.
You know,
yeah.
you were the second, but
Yeah.
they were the first ones.
Okay.
Because they knew I meant good
Okay.
with every product that I start.
Even that first product you meant well.
And sorry to Justice, man, and your family, bro. I had to make your skin thick, bro.
Hey, Robert. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think let's rush here. Let's talk about your life after matric, right? I want you to talk about just, I think, summing up your story. I think you came for I think you came to TUT. Was it TUT?
Yes.
And then I think at some point you could not proceed with
Yes,
school. You went
yes.
to Limpopo.
Yes,
But there was a point where you stayed in Attersville. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. So I stayed in Attersville with Kokoleapo, Oliphant. But that wasn't so long.
Okay.
Then, my dad's friend, he volunteered to take me back again to school after my, the first attempt.
Okay.
Then I went to Tshwane South College, the one in, what is that base there by?
Is it the Pretoria West one?
No, the one
The
by
engineering one,
Games
or-
base. Where there's this base for soldiers? What do you call it? Tech
Oh, yeah,
base.
yeah,
Tech
I
base.
see that, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
by Tech
okay,
base.
yeah,
Yes.
okay.
So that's where I did.
Centurion side.
Yeah, that's where I actually completed my mechanical engineering that side.
Okay.
And but I was hustling when I was in Pretoria because at some point we hustled a flat. Me and my then current friend as well. He's my best friend, Katulifuwa. So we had a flat there where it was a 1-bedroom flat. I will take the 1-bedroom there by the dining room. We had about 3 beds where 6 guys can stay there. They pay me.
So you were in a property business now?
Yeah, I was in a property business. So I had 2 flats that we hustled, me and my friend Katu.
Okay.
In fact, that's how I want to believe I got to meet my wife because she understood that if this guy have got his own place that he owns, then he's a good
She came
guy.
to you as a tenant or what?
No. But we met through social media. But then when she found out that I've got my own flat in Pretoria side, in Tamboti, I mean, it was a bigger thing back then. Eh?
Okay.
It was a bigger thing.
So at that time, was it before you went back to Musina for your internship, or it was
No.
after?
It was before.
Okay.
It was before. Okay. So after that, I went home. Things were very not hard.
Okay.
But then, like any other young man, you had to start somewhere. Correct. And I helped my mom with a small business. It's not go show Kawashi. You know, my friends were in the mines, Bridge, and all those other stuff.
Okay.
But then I was just helping my mom because I couldn't just sit at home and be a victim of unemployment and stuff. And when I was there this other day, because of a good person that I've always been with respect, I washed a car for this other guy. And while I was washing the car, he was actually, asking me about my story in terms of education and everything. And to cut the long story short, he's a stranger guy, but then he actually got me an apprentice in Palo World.
Okay.
Where when I got in there, my life changed. But when I look back, I realized that to be a good person or a good young man who takes well of their own PR into the community can actually play a bigger role in opening the opportunity.
Correct, yeah.
And when I look at what these boys are doing now on the social media, where you just talk about anything, coming up against the people in a hard way, and they don't realize that they're actually limiting their chances to be spotted by good people to be helped. Yeah. So it happened like that. I was just helped by a stranger who was just fascinated about my lifestyle.
Correct, yeah.
That was not like of those of my peers.
Okay.
Yeah, and after
So,
that.
so in actual fact, I love the point that you're mentioning here, that in actual fact, young people, all that we are looking for is opportunities. We're looking for somebody that can believe in who we are and what we can do. So I'm hoping that even those that are watching us, they are watching this episode, you will be that inspiration to someone else. Just look on your left and the right. Check who you can help. Maybe you are an angel to someone's life. Maybe you are the prayer answered to someone's life. So I love the idea that you went back home while you are still washing somebody's car. Somebody saw you as that person that they can give you an opportunity.
Yes.
In conversations like this, time also move very, very fast. Talk to me about, you mentioned Tsecho, how you met Tsecho. The promises that you've made. I think the people know you in social media as Mr. Big. This is the guy that is able to take, his wife to a 5-star lodges and all.
I'm dangerous.
You are dangerous when it comes to that. So
I'm the benchmark.
You're the benchmark.
Yeah, I'm the role model of the role models.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me about Tsecho.
So it was a conscious decision.
Okay.
I looked at my mom because remember my dad had to be away for 18 years.
Correct.
So it happens that we had a stepdad.
Okay.
And my stepfather, Mr. Chauke, he took care of my mom.
Okay.
Like she was the only woman in this world.
Wow.
Everyone that knows that old man, they know. So I took everything from him in terms of how to take care of kids and your own wife, right? So
Did he teach you a little bit of Tsonga?
Yeah, nabolabol.
Okay, wazamanyana kubalabula.
No, nabolabol.
Okay.
So he was a soldier. So he instilled the discipline part again in me, and I want to believe with my siblings as well.
Okay.
So when I met Tiho, February of 2010, she sounded and behaved different from the people that I've played with before.
Okay.
And immediately I noticed that, with these traits which are similar to my mom, this is the person that can be easier for me to deal with.
Correct.
Because her behavior, her character, I could see my mom, I could see my sister Kato in her, a bit of that. And I made a promise to myself that if I think I'm a good man, let me practice it to this
With
woman.
her, okay.
And the very same month she fell pregnant that we met because I'm very much fertile.
Robert, okay, proceed. Let's talk about right?
So she fell pregnant, no, not with Aru.
Okay,
she fell pregnant with my late daughter Grace.
Oh, okay.
I'm
sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, by that time we're still young. I think my wife. She was 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah, she was 20.
Okay.
2021, yeah. So she fell pregnant of that. And then after falling pregnant, I told my mom. And then my mom brought my sister in here to come and meet with Tsecho to give Tsecho the confidence to say, no, don't worry, we'll take care of this. We're not a family that will run away. Okay. Because remember when I met Tsecho, we didn't know each other. She's from African, I'm from Messina, and this is only 1 month.
Correct.
And it happened that later on that year, the child passed on. But then that pain, when I saw the pain in my wife's eyes, it changed everything as well. I knew I was going to have something good with her, but then not the marriage part.
Okay.
But then seeing that pain, it changed everything. And the family met, and then we started the process of Lobola from that time, which I was helped by my mom as well and my uncles. And from 2010 until today, we're still together. Okay.
Wow, that's lovely. There's a lot happening, I think, around you, and sometimes I'm trying to navigate and meander some of the conversations. But you are bringing them here.
No, I can help you.
So let's look at this one, Robert. Let's talk about I want to talk, I think, around the concept of grief, right? You're raising a grief that you went through with your wife, Tsecho. But I think after that, you also went through another grief of your mom.
Yeah.
Losing your mom, especially when you knew that Tsecho and Aru could have been in that car.
Oh, bro.
So tell me about it.
Oh, bro. So, like you said, we don't have enough, the whole day and everything because we're paying rent here. So
no, it's just that I'm dealing with the hustler. This guy has touched everything under the sun, So
So what happened is now I told you that the process started 2010, right?
Yeah.
So my mom and Tsecho
she
now
passed on when?
2013.
Okay, 3 years after.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
But then now, when we started the process of Ilobola, it's not going to be immediately because by that time I was not really having a permanent employment and stuff.
Correct.
So 2013, Gadzi 27 November, we went on now to pay 100% the lobola and everything.
Okay.
That was, I'm not sure if the date are correct, but I think it was 27. So that was on Saturday. So the very same Saturday, we are getting a call when we are on our way to Mafikeng to go pay for the lobola, that my mom's uncle, Boma Fera, in Van that just passed on.
Okay.
I think you will know Fistos Mafela.
Correct, yes.
So Fistos Mafela's dead.
Okay.
He was found in a very bad place where
I think
he
Fistos
passed on.
is he still a speaker or what in
No, he's a big man here and see that one.
Musina, yeah.
Yeah,
Correct,
that one is our family pride.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Fistos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't be shy about it. So talk to him.
What do you know? What do you know? That I don't know.
No, don't shy away from Fistos. Say
No. Fistos, you are the pride of our
the family.
Yeah, and I think So that was on Saturday, right? Then we were preparing throughout the week to go to bury him the next Saturday.
Okay.
And we've done, paying everything. We come back with my wife. But then on the very same week, Friday, the following Friday, where we're supposed to be preparing, I got sick.
Okay.
And when I got sick, my second born, which is Aru as well, she got sick as well, right? So now what happened is I had to be driving with all of them to the funeral. But then my mom said, look, we are tired. Last week we were traveling and the child is not good.
Okay.
So
All right.
be the one who's driving there, and then when we come back, we will see what we can do. We drove there, and when we were driving there, my mom with the younger sisters, she was just talking about how she was lucky to have Tsikho in the family, and how lovely Tsikho is. And we went there, we buried my uncle, on my way back on that road, Yachipisa.
Yeah.
A painful accident happened when I was driving there.
Okay.
And my mom died on the spot, and my aunt as well.
Okay.
Couple of guys got injured, and seeing my mom taking her last breath was very traumatic. And this is like 3 years after I just lost a child.
Yeah.
So you can imagine, do I stop mourning the child and start
Mourning the
my
mom? Yeah.
And how long is it gonna take? And then by that time, I'm in the mine, but then I'm still very much new as well. I'm still trying to navigate within the working space. It was horrible. But one thing that I can tell you is when you are close to God and when you are real about it, the pain doesn't go away.
Correct.
But you understand the situation.
Okay.
And I can say up until today, the pain is not gone, but I understand that eventually he will come and fetch us one by one.
Okay.
And we don't know who's going to start with. And then, unfortunately, in my family, it was my child, then my mom.
Okay.
And
so maybe I want us to stop there and just try to reflect on how you can also encourage, because we've got people that are watching this podcast. There is somebody who has lost a child. There is somebody who has lost their loved ones, whether it's their mom or whosoever. What is that one message that you can say to them, as part of their encouragement? And I love the fact that you also brought the healing that you got through the church, knowing God as well in your life. What could be that thing that you want to encourage somebody with?
Death is painful, and there is an amount of preparation you can do to prepare yourself to deal with it when it comes. You need to deal with it. You need to go through the pain. But at the same time, life is for living. You still need to live.
Okay.
You will live one day. You will die one day, and the people that you are going to leave behind, you will wish they can understand that you had to leave. So the same way when you lose the one that you love, be it your child or your parent, understand that it's the time they need to leave. And when you accept that they had to leave, the rest, it will be between you and your spiritual aspect.
Okay.
Whatever that you believe in spiritually, hold on to that. And life is divided into two. There's a scientific and a spiritual aspect. And if you can balance the two accordingly, you are likely to understand and navigate well in life. Okay. So if you've got things or money for you to go through the counseling professional ones, do that.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Don't rely on people that are not really trained to deal with human emotions.
Okay.
It's a sickness. Pain is a sickness.
Okay.
You need professionals. But then if you don't have much of that, at least you've got pastors around.
Okay.
You've got community leaders. But then at the same time, spiritually, you need to do what you have to do spiritually.
Correct.
You know, to put yourself in a better space.
Okay.
But everyone goes through pain.
Okay.
And how long it lasts, it will all depend on how you are balancing your spiritual aspect and your scientific aspect. You cannot do more of this one. You pray, you join the praying groups, you fast, but then you are not getting a professional help.
Okay.
You won't get help.
Okay.
But then if you can balance the two, then you will navigate much better.
I just love what you bringing there, and you just reminding one of my mentors. He used to say that there are 3 things that normally happens in a situation. There are things that you can do as a person. So things that, if you have to resolve your challenges, you must do. Play your part. Number 2, there is also a space for professionals. You spoke about psychologists, people that can help you with your mental health. But lastly, there are also things that God can do. Yes. So there is a space for everything. So if you have to do your part, do your part. If you need help from other people, you mentioned the pastors, spiritual leaders, mentors, it could be psychologists. Go and find help out there. And of course, you need to continue to pray for your situation. So Robert, I think, time was flying.
Yeah.
I want to conclude with a game, right?
Yeah, before we go to the game,
okay,
we'll pay the rent. Money is not a problem. So before we go to the game,
okay,
my kids.
Okay.
I didn't talk about my kids, and I know I'm still gonna be here, time and again.
Okay.
But before we get to the game, Robert Negondeni, Lerato Negondeni, and Kosi Negondeni, I love you so much, right? And I do everything that I do in this life for you, for me, and your mom, and everyone else. Okay. Let's play the game.
Okay. You ready for the game? So this game, you don't have to overthink it, right? But of course, some other things, there are places where I would want you to elaborate. I will want to hear, I think, from you. Still, I'm going to start with your, in this game, I cannot leave your mama outside.
Yes.
Right? She's part of the game.
Yes.
So if you could relive one moment with your mother, which moment will that be? And why?
Sing her dancing.
All right. Was she a dancer?
No, she was a horrible dancer, just like me. But when she's dancing, everyone was alive.
Okay.
Yeah, sing her dancing.
Can you dance yourself?
Yeah, I can dance. I can dance.
Hey, okay, yeah, I'm going to ask Aru. I'm going to ask Aru in terms of that.
I teach Aru to dance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, my mom dancing and my mom telling lie stories.
Okay.
Those fiction stories.
It's not lie stories, man. They're called fiction.
Yeah. Because that is the moment where I would see my mom loosen up.
All right.
Yeah.
Being alive. Wow.
Okay. Obviously at church, in the community and everything. This is for us. But like my mom, when she was dancing, like she would buy the bachelor to for 3 numbers.
Yeah.
Just to say ampere. She would be doing all those dances.
Okay.
And at church, the day that she passed on, she was actually dancing at the funeral. Okay. She was even singing. She was the only one who was singing at the funeral.
Yeah.
And people didn't understand that part of her. And she only do that when she's nervous and when she's trying to lighten up the room. Yeah. Okay. So if I can bring one moment is to see Grace dancing. Okay. Yeah.
Now shout out to Grace.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If Pharaoh, right, this your friend, had to write a book about your friendship, what will be the title?
Hogo.
I don't want to go because hey.
Hogo. Give women opportunity.
Okay.
To script anything. Hogo.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you will see your Netflix. You got time. Actually. But Keithy, guys, we need to do a documentary on Ogo.
Okay. Ogo, we're talking about, for my folks there, we're talking about the traditional school, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, initiation school. Yeah.
Okay.
Give that guy a pen.
Okay.
Yeah.
He will say a lot about it.
Let me leave it there.
Okay. The other day I got a glimpse, or this guy has some stories to tell, man.
Beautiful, horrible stories.
Number 3, what's the one business idea that you think could have worked better if you never gave up on it?
Logistic.
Okay.
Yeah. Logistic. I'll go back to it. I'm still in it, but then I feel like if I had you more closer and utilized you more in a professional way, I'll have been far by now.
Okay.
Because I've seen the results of the things that you do
Okay.
when it comes to building systems for businesses, and that's all I did.
Okay.
I thought maybe buying a truck,
It's good enough.
taxi is good enough, but little did I know that whatever system that I'm using, it wants me to be there.
Correct.
So I wanted a system that will make the business run without me being there. So,
Okay.
but there's something on the pipeline as
Okay.
well, and you are going to be very much involved with it.
No, that's what we do for a living, man. Just to make sure that those guys who knows how to get money, we assist them on how to build systems from bottom up.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. If you were to define fatherhood, I thought you will talk about Aru here, but if you were to define fatherhood in one sentence based on your life, what will that be?
One sentence or one word? One sentence.
You can use a word, you can use a sentence, your choice.
Faith, love, resilience.
Okay.
A better father should be a praying father.
Okay. Wow.
And
Can you repeat that? A better father
should be a praying father.
should be a praying father.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're all new into this thing and we are working with our instinct or the faith within us.
Correct.
That makes us believe that whichever way we are using or system, it works. But then you should be able to anticipate and look even beyond what your own kids can see and your own wife.
Okay.
And by doing that, then they will believe that this guy is leading us to the right direction. And you become an example for that, right?
Okay.
And love is giving them an opportunity to be them.
Okay.
When your wife or your partner has that opportunity to can be herself without you trying to change
them. Okay.
You are likely to get a lot out of her.
Okay.
And that's what I do with my wife.
Okay.
My wife don't work.
Okay.
She's not working for any company. And I always talk to her about it, that, she works for me.
Okay.
And I think I'm a better boss.
Okay.
And the amount of money that I give her, I've seen the pay slips of principals, yours as well. It doesn't come anywhere closer.
Closer to that.
Yes.
No, indeed, you are Mr. Big, yeah?
Yeah,
I love that.
So
One day I will grow up.
So when
I'll be
people
like
ask
you.
me, but then why don't you allow your wife? There's nothing to allow. My wife is working for me full time.
Okay.
Taking care of me, giving me peace, taking care of kids, taking care of her, and creating the identity that when you look at me and you feel like, wow, this guy have got it. It's because of the work that she puts in.
Okay.
And her take home is very big. She pays tax. Her take home is big that she doesn't even have to go and say more of us to someone.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow.
And this is beside the small incomes and the other incomes that we have as a family.
Correct.
Which is not for her or for me, but for the family.
For the family.
Where the kids are even involved in it, And to me, I feel like, when you love someone, you create and give them an opportunity for them to be their best version.
Correct.
And resilience is things will get tough in life, either way, Whether you are a good or bad person, things will get tough.
Okay.
But it's about what do you do when things are tough.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
That decision that you make when things are tough will define whether you're a good father or not.
Okay. As we conclude, what is that one word that describes Robert? Who is Robert?
I'm a dangerous man. I'm joking.
Are you talking about dangerous, like what dangerous Makuya? Dangerous times
I'm even
1
scared
million.
of myself.
Okay.
Bro, I don't think I will have one word that describes me.
Okay.
But then as part of my package and the PR that I'm very much conscious about is when you are around me, I just want you to forget most of your problems and understand that we are doing this thing live the right way,
Correct.
whether the results are good or bad. So I create a space for everyone that is in my circle to be themselves. Wow. So I would say I'm a real OG.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The Grootman at Lenke. So Majita and Bambita Grootman, you know, now guys are calling, Keith was calling me uncle now.
Yeah. Do you still wear your Crooked and Jones? And Brentwood?
Bro, Pringle. I was playing jazz.
Is it a Pringle? Okay.
Yeah, I was playing jazz when I was coming with you.
Okay.
The Second Crusaders.
Yeah.
That album of Second Crusaders. Yeah. So
you still wear those stuff, yeah?
I'm an old soul.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Remember Ndanganeni. Ndanganeni is the name that I was given by my granddad, who is Ndanganeni as well. So he lives within me. So I still have the whole attire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Usakhono fight.
So it's something that I will appreciate for you to come and sit here with me because I feel like, you know, it takes me back.
Okay.
And someone has to be inspired.
Okay.
About this.
Story for another day. All right, we wrap it here, folks. Robert. So we wrap it here. So what I want you to do, we have spoken about many things, right? And I wanted really to go on and on. There are many things that I could, you know, we will discuss, I think, at some point.
Sure.
But I want you to, if there is any final message that comes to mind that you feel maybe you want to articulate, something that I could not maybe, due to time, we could not discuss. Yeah. What is that one message that you want the viewers to also take home from this conversation? If they can miss any other thing that we discussed, what could be that one thing that you want them to take home after watching this episode?
There are things, and I'll try to be as quick as possible. Okay. One, guys, men, take care of your families. The pain that your kids are left with when you separate with them, it's big, and they need you, you know. And those who are still with their kids and their partners or their wives, pick up to you, you know. Double the good and half the bad.
Double the good and half the bad. Okay.
The man upstairs is looking down on you, and definitely he will shower you with good blessings. That's the first thing. Take care of your family. Love your woman, will love your kids. And they must be the first one on the hierarchy of control. And number two is those who calls us and they want mentorship. Mentorship is not me giving you money or me having to give you the money for startup.
Hey, you know, now even after this podcast, you're going to be getting a lot of inbox.
Yo, no, that's not mentorship. Yeah? Mentorship is me trying to navigate a way for you with you and your own way. Okay. So if I say go and check these sites and work on these online lessons, you have to do it, but not the story of a Grootman when combat at 350. No, it doesn't work that way. That's not mentorship. Okay. Right. Get it right. Mentorship, someone is creating their own space just for you so that your life can be much better because probably you didn't even get it, the same guy. So let's work on the mentorship system, guys, because we love to mentor you, but at the same time understand that's not a grant. The last thing is black business, we can do better with professionalism. Okay. If a guy like Joseph Modau, he's running a proper, well-structured business that helps you to have a good business development, use them. Because it is not that your business is not working. It's the systems. And I'm going to be the first one to even go back to him and to help me. And thank you as well, right? Thank you as well, because how I actually got to be your friend is because I look up to you in how you conduct yourself. And I've met people, mutual people that they were in your cycle. Correct, yeah. And they told me that you have been like this ever since, right? If I met you 20 years back or 10 years back, and now nothing much has changed in terms of your character. And if I can be a Grootman who smells and dress and laugh like you, I'm done, bro. I'm done. Like that.
Robert,
You laugh 2 times.
Robert.
You know,
Oh, my
this
goodness.
kind of things, small things, like how you laugh, like, that's it. You know? Yeah, you are a very good guy, and I've seen how you navigate this thing called life. You inspire me as well, you know? And with this project as well, thank you for it.
Thank you.
We need it.
Thank you, Bro Robert. Man, we have come to the end of our episode, and I think Robert mentioned a lot of powerful stuff that you can take to heart, take to mind. Number 1, take care of your loved ones, your family, for that matter. Number 2, mentorship is key. If you don't have mentors in life, it means that you might be limiting your growth. And lastly, for those that are in business, get also people that can support you with building systems that can help you to grow as a business person. On that note, colleagues, we want to wrap it here. And we are saying Robert's story is it's not a polished for perfection story. It's raw, it's real, and it's rooted in something that we all carry in the inside of us. And that is the capacity to rise again. You and I can rise again. You might be going through some difficulty today, but I tell you, there is that possibility for you to rise again. Robert taught us that, resilience is key. Whether you're going through pain in life, but you must be resilient. You must learn to bounce again. And to everyone that has been watching this episode, we're hoping that you've learned something, you've picked up something for yourself, and your past is a chapter. It is not the whole book. You can begin again. You can lead again. You can also love again. Thank you for watching. God bless you.
JJM Leadership Foundation.